Hey everyone, and welcome to the ERP Industry Insights, the podcast where we decode the evolving ERP landscape with real world intelligence. I'm Nishad, your host for today, and we are diving deep into a game changing topic that's critical for any business building or scaling with Odoo. How to hire the right Odoo developers without losing time, money, or control. Now, this particular episode is crafted for the ERP consultants, IT heads, project managers, and founders who are struggling with missed deadlines due to poor development resources or customization nightmares, or simply don't know where to start when it comes to assembling an Odoo talent bench. So, if you're planning a DIY Odoo project or want to make your internal team more agile with on demand skills, you're in the right place. So, let's get into it. Let's start with the ground reality. Many businesses assume that hiring an Odoo developer is like hiring a generic Python developer, but they quickly hit a wall because Odoo is not just about coding, it's about workflow logic, module mapping, and business domain fluency. General developers often don't understand functional flows like manufacturing bombs, construction RFQs, or healthcare stock traceability. Freelancers without ERP background overpromise but lack the architectural discipline to scale a working ERP system. And the result is but obvious: delays, reworks, and a system that becomes a patchwork of duct tape fixes instead of long term solution. Let's take a manufacturing company that hired a low cost freelancer to configure their Odoo MRP. On the surface, the dashboards were working, but the developer didn't map the production staging with inventory locations. So, raw material was not deducted from the correct warehouses. It took them almost 6 months to fix traceability, costing the company over 12 lakhs in audit losses. Now, contrast that with a company that brought in an on demand Odoo developer from a vetted pool. They defined functional requirements first, got a sprint based development roadmap, and implemented with real time user acceptance testing sessions, cutting go live time in half. So, if you're hiring Odoo developers, there are 5 actionable strategies. The very first one would be prioritizing functional understanding so as to ask for past implementation examples by module, not just GitHub links. Insist on domain familiarity. A developer who understands manufacturing versus healthcare versus construction makes a huge difference. Go modular, not monolithic. Hire developers with experience in customizing only the needed apps. No need to touch core code unnecessarily. Use SOW and sprint models. Never hire without a detailed scope of work and delivery milestones. Consider talent as a service. Platforms now allow you to hire Odoo developers on demand, plug them into your Jira board, and scale up or down as needed without going through the painful time for the hiring cycles. Top ERP implementers are moving away from the one big agency model. Instead, they are curating specialist team per function. Odoo accounting expert, Odoo MRP developer, Odoo front-end UI designer, so on and so forth. They rely on automated CI/CD pipelines even in ERP projects. They build sandbox staging setups to avoid production disasters. And now wrapping it up, here's the key takeaway. Hiring the right Odoo developer isn't about just saving cost. It's about saving your project from being derailed. With on demand ERP talent, you gain flexibility, control, and faster return on investment without bloated retainer fee or full time hiring delays. So, whether you are leading a manufacturing ERP migration or scaling a healthcare HRIS using Odoo, remember you need to hire smart, hire lean, and hire for the outcomes, not resumes. Thanks for tuning into today's ERP Industry Insights. If this episode brought you clarity, consider subscribing and sharing it with your network. And if you're looking for a vetted pool of on-demand Odoo developers, just drop us a message at sales@appigen.com and we'll connect with you the right talent, and that too in a fast way. Until next time, stay sharp and build smart.